Today we're going to find out if the cheapest jackhammer that Harbor Freight has, that's actually a jackhammer, the 10 amp Hercules Jackhammer, pictured here, is good enough to take up large concrete slabs. I just got a property and I'm trying to clean it up and I have a lot of concrete to get rid of. Now, it's important to note that this thing does not come with bits. I got this 3-inch chisel bit from Harbor Freight because it's all they had. However, don't waste your money on this thing unless you're taking up tile. It is worthless for breaking up concrete with this tiny little jackhammer. I found this other one. It's a Bosch bit because Harbor Freight didn't have the 1-inch bits. At Lowe's, I believe, it was like $17. So it's cheaper than the Harbor Freight ones anyway. So if you get this jackhammer, just go get some bits from Lowe's and you won't regret it. So now let's go have a look at the concrete that I'm breaking up today. So see, we have this big slab here. This is 4 inches thick. It is a big slab. I believe it's 8 feet by 20-ish feet. And then on top of that, on the left side over here, there's 4 additional inches of concrete that somebody just kind of lazily placed on top of here whenever the previous owner needed a deck built. And this is fiber reinforced, I think, and it has the wire remesh in it. So this has been a real pain in the ass to deal with, even up to this point. I also have 2 24-inch by 50-foot tire track concrete things here. This is what the mobile home that used to be on this property was sitting on. And not included in this video, I also have a big 10 by 10 shed, a smaller 8 by 10 shed, and a large amount of walkway to take up as well. So we'll be putting this machine through its paces. So real quick, a couple pieces of advice. First of all, go slow. You're not going to be tearing it up, all right? Like, this thing is pretty slow. Work on maybe a small 2-inch thick section at a time and break that up, if that. Second, you see me holding this a lot in the video wrong, and it's the way you think would be right, like a drill. But I found later that it's a lot easier if instead of holding it with your right hand and using these 2 fingers to pull the trigger, if you hold it the opposite way and you use these 2 fingers to pull the trigger, either side, then you have a lot more leverage and you're less prone to fall over if the concrete suddenly gives out on you. Third, if you're going at it for a really long time and nothing's happening, like you see here, there's a hole, nothing was going on. All you have to do is move 2 to 3 inches to the left or right, or both if you're working on a big area. Then once you start going at that 2 or 3 inches away, it usually gives way pretty quickly. So that's it. I'm done testing, and I was able to get roughly 12 to 14 square feet of 4-inch thick concrete broken up with this tool. This is about an hour of actual work, maybe an hour 15 minutes, and then there was cool down because this tool gets very, very hot. The bit gets hot to the touch, even with gloves on, and the motor gets very, very hot as well. So just assume you're going to have to give it a break every now and then. So not bad, but the question remains, should you buy this if you're taking up a large concrete slab? No. I would just save your extra money and buy one of the more expensive ones, honestly, because they're probably going to work a little bit faster and a little bit better on concrete. Now, this is probably better for taking up tile because tile is not concrete and it's probably a little easier to break up. So if you're doing a tile removal, then great, you should buy this. It's a good tool. But if you're taking up big slabs like this, definitely get the bigger machines. Too late for me. I already bought the tool. I ain't gonna buy another one, so we're just gonna have to suffer. But that's about all. I hope I was informative. I hope I helped you decide if you're gonna buy this tool or not. As usual, you be good while I'm gone, and I will see you next time. Have a good week.